capitalizing your titles.
Intro.
Oh,
Hello
sorry.
to the children of the Nerd Nation. But yeah, this is the Koon Room, and my name is somebody, War 14, and these are my brothers. How do I add this
Yo,
goddamn link to the?
another week, another showcase of niggatry.
Exactly. We're here. Damn, we got a view already.
Kevin, you gotta capitalize your titles, nigga. Like you're in school, man. What you doing?
Yeah, that's a long ass title, bro.
Coon Chat episode 1, part 2: the continued erosion of a fragile Hispanic man. But nah, yeah, listen, man. You gotta capitalize all those letters, bro. What you doing? Make this professional, nigga.
Let's start the stream off stream by talking about how
Hold
slam
on.
dunk is overrated.
Who's overrated?
Can somebody click the
Slam dunk.
YouTube link and okay, hold on. You said
Hey,
Tim Duncan?
Taco, you said to talk about what's overrated?
Slam dunk.
Yeah,
Slam
we're gonna have to kick.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Taco's getting kicked off the gate, so that's just something that's gonna happen.
Just a little rampage you're going on classic
I
manga.
thought,
And
Listen, Taco saying Haikyuu is better than Slam
hold
Dunk.
on a
Like
second. Rodney,
that's just
can you
that
copy?
that's that young nigga talk,
Rodney,
man.
hold on,
That's that young
Rodney,
nigga
can
talk.
you go on the live stream thing and copy the YouTube video?
I don't know how to do that.
No, like just go on my channel
Oh,
and
okay.
just do the live stream and just copy the link and just post it in the thing.
Oh, okay.
This whole Koon Room thing is. I should have. Oh, there we go.
Someone is asking why it's called a Koon Chat. Hilarious.
Hey, man. Just consistency within the iconography of Kevin's brand. That's all that is. Should have been Coon Conversations with a K, but
That is a trash ass name. Let me
it's
get on
not.
this right here.
All right, Kevin, give me a link. Danny wants a link.
Why are you inviting Andy? You know he won't show up unless Mikey's here. You know, his homeboy.
He said link it.
Hey, man.
Y'all can. What do you mean? Like you're acting like this is impossible? You can just copy the link and send it to him in the chat.
Was this link posted anywhere so I could?
It's in the Koon Room.
Computer love.
Chat that we have.
Mm-hmm. Right, hold on. Give me 1 second, Nick.
Rise of Momo-kun.
What?
Yeah, that's the name of it.
What happened?
It's called Rise of
Koon Chat.
Oh my god, that girl trash. But
that fat hoe. Yeah.
The
hard
continuation of a fragile Hispanic man.
I don't understand.
Kevin, did you edit it to be capitalized, man? I like.
I can literally edit it after the end of the thing. I don't have to do it now.
Just do it right now, man. I like professionalism, brother.
Even all the important parts are fucking capitalized. Oh my god.
honestly, the title's missing clickbait.
Rise of Momo?
No, not this one. I'm talking about the other video.
What's the Andrew one?
Yeah.
I don't know why that man is so obsessed with me. It's weird.
He loves you, man. I was like, yo, Andrew, do you think Kevin is attractive? Do you think he's cute? He was like, and he kept like avoiding the question until eventually saying no. I was like, oh, why that takes so long to answer, Andrew?
Very homo.
I mean, he's posting his pictures on other platforms right now. So hey, man.
Is he really?
He might roll that way.
Dang, he really is into Kevin. That's so funny. You said he's is he just posting like your picture, like random posts and groups or something?
That was mad homo.
I think it's for like messages or something.
I don't understand.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, Kevin, stop using filters. They're woke.
Yeah, please,
I don't,
you can't.
Listen. I don't like. Actually, no, I don't have to re-say Koon Room Live now. No, niggas are probably clicking. Type in the comments.
Hey man, this episode of Koon Room could possibly be a setup chapter to tomorrow's episode of the Koon Room.
No, we do 1 week, bro. I'm not gonna force this thing.
No, it wouldn't be a force. It would just be if it happens to work out for episode 5. So be it.
Is anyone
Wait,
typing
wait,
in the
wait,
chat?
wait, wait. Is this episode 3 or 4? I don't even remember.
This is episode 3.
Oh, this is episode 3. See, I'm thinking about Andrew's
Wait,
thing.
what about?
Do you wanna summarize to our audience who haven't read it's like a comic book. Some of our audience has not. They're only reading the main series. They didn't read the side Coon Chat issue. So Kevin, would you like to kind of summarize to our
So
audience
we
what
had
happened? What happened? What happened to
on
with
that
Andrew?
fateful Tuesday night.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Just summarize this for our
I
audience.
was I was just chilling. I decided to look at Basu and he went live on Facebook. And Kev, you want to join? He invited me. I don't know. I was like, oh, cool. And then he was like, yo, Andrew wants to see you in a live stream. I'm like, nah, that's kind of homo, my guy. So, and he was like, ah, it'll be fun, man. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm just trying to find out why this man is so obsessed with me. And then I just made the hangout. And then it was like, who was in it? It was me, Ibrahim, Niang, Shakir, Andre,
Andrew and Boss was coming in and
Andrew,
out.
and Basu. Basu was coming in and out.
Yeah.
And then Andrew was there. And Andrew just went on this drunken rant, like out of nowhere. About Wes, he didn't get the invite?
You have one job.
No, but I mean, it sent it directly to his thing. I sent it, brother. But I'll post link here. Let me copy this, send it to that Joan, and then. So, ladies and gentlemen, my brother Wesley is going to make an appearance right here, and we will explain to him the Koon.
The legendary Morikachi.
Yeah, Morikachi is coming in.
Who?
A fallen brother. I'm joking.
To the fallen brother.
Back to Andrew. So he was like cool for a second, and he tried to like explain his entire like life story to us. He was like, "Nah, my God, that's kind of homo." And he started saying I was cute on some weird shit. Then he started calling.
No, he did not. He did not actually say that, did he?
Whoa.
Yeah, he said.
It does roll that way.
He actually said that. Nah, you're playing. I don't remember.
Hey man, he's in love with you, bro.
Anyway, you were asleep for a whole like 2 hours. That shit was bugging.
It went on a
It was
whole
funny,
2 hours
like, why?
after I fell asleep.
Yes, nigga.
Oh my god.
Why do you think the video was like an hour and 50?
That is tough.
It's tough. But yeah, he was bugging. And out of nowhere, he was talking about how I get no girls. And I was like, cool, man. I have no issues if you believe that. Whatever. He's like, no, you're ugly.
Didn't he threaten to like rape you?
Yeah,
no, what?
God.
Yeah,
Y'all, nah, no way. No way.
This nigga threatened to rape me.
What?
Right. And what was happening? So I don't know where he started attacking my followers. He was telling somebody to shut the fuck up. He got into like this mini fight with Basu. I don't know.
What did he say?
He got into like a mini fight with Basu. Like he kept telling Basu to shut the fuck up out of nowhere. Again, y'all can watch some of this on this new channel. I posted 2 videos and they all equal an hour's worth of content. So if you want to see how Andrew Davies is drunk, you can see it in those hours worth of content. 2 videos. What happened? So we just kept going. He was just yelling a bunch of stuff. I was just sitting there like, okay, whatever. And then he started talking about how he's buff and he can beat me up and how all I do is talk shit and how everybody hates me. Okay, thank you. No problem. I love you too.
No. Bruh.
He was. Oh, what's good, Wesley?
Hey,
Mr. More KG's over here.
yeah.
You
What's
sound like
happening,
you're
nigga?
You're
Fi-
Jonah's
fi-
man.
Yet another profile picture in this damn call. That's a damn drawing. That's crazy.
That's the same picture though. Last time.
No, last time, I mean, my phone is super like retarded, and
Oh, it
so
just didn't update for you.
yeah, when Wesley pulled up last time, it was still the more KG picture. I mean, not more the Parappa picture. Sorry,
The parappa.
yeah,
Parappa.
Parappa the rapper. And
Video game?
yeah.
Nah.
Hey, no slander to lit rapper. Yeah.
I think it's Wesley. Yeah, 'cause I just
Better game than
Don't
Guitar
say.
Hero.
Oh.
That's
Oh
fine.
no, I was like,
I was about to say, don't jump down that rabbit hole.
what did Wesley say?
Max said better than what?
More complex game mechanics in Kingdom Hearts 2? Repeatedly pressing X to beat
I mean, that's true. I met this girl who like was obsessed with Kingdom Hearts, and then I went to her house and watched her play it in her room, and she literally just closed her eyes. Like she was like the fakiest. Like she's always talked about how much she likes video games, and then another friend was saying she just does it to get like she just does it to like what it would do to like video games, and I was like, nah, she knows too much about the video games. And then I saw her play it. She didn't even know how to hold like the controller.
No.
She held it sideways.
Listen.
Like a giant.
Keep pressing X repeatedly, and Sora's gonna be flipping all over the damn map, like doing all these crazy combos.
Yeah, she did, and she beat like, I beat the entire game like this, and I was like,
yeah.
Like, that was before I ever played Kingdom Hearts. I was like, I'm never.
Listen. You pull out the manual, and like you look at the techniques, and it says like reverse keyblade / X X X X. Like,
Ultimate Dark Moon on this / level 5.
It'll be like triangle, circle, X X X X
X 3 times.
Yeah.
Ultimate unlocked Crescent Moon Dynamite Strike.
Press X while charging towards opponent. Like, it's like,
down X.
Lit.
Yeah.
Niggas be like, yo, I'm a beast in Kingdom Hearts, bro.
I'm glad people know.
Yeah. Shakir's gonna wake up and watch this again.
Yeah.
He's gonna be so here.
Right now, Shakir's running to like this computer.
He's on his way.
We're talking about goat games.
Yo, Wesley, once you get off the air, bro, there are so many shadow developments. I don't know if you've heard any of them. Yeah,
What's up with Andrew call?
Oh, you heard about it? You were watching?
Yeah,
you heard?
Follow my new channel, man.
Yo, Andrew pulled up here and like got like shit faced drunk and like just started like cursing out Kevin, and like at some point in the middle of his rant, he sounded like he's getting emotional or something. He's like, "I came here to make up. You a fucking alien, Kevin. Just shut up." Like, I was like, "Yo, what is happening, bro?"
Yo, he told us how his white cheese got raped by that one nigga. What's his name?
Whoa! You're lying.
No, he did not, Kevin. No, he didn't. He did. No. Here's what's funny. So this is guy Chris Lamar, who's like a lurker in the culture, and I think he's in Anime and Manga Legends, which is like a fodder group that these niggas made. And the funny thing is, Andrew's giving some of his backstory, and like he's trying not to be too personal, but Shakir's trying to get him personal specifically for trolling purposes, right? And Andrew's talking about how like he was homeless and he had to live with this dude Chris Lamar, who's in one of these groups, right? And then he's explaining it, and as he's explaining his homelessness, you can hear his voice going into this Maya. And right at that moment, Shakir actually plays Sadness and Sorrow Naruto OST. I was like,
it was so funny.
No.
Oh my god,
it was funny, but it was kind of grimy. Like he was just like,
he was doing it in a call.
Yeah, in a call, he's explaining about how like he's like, and the thing is like. He's like, yeah, I was homeless for a bit. I was living with this dude, Chris Lamar. I respect him. Like the guy said,
Wesley,
his house up to me.
The funny thing is, I couldn't upload the full thing to YouTube, but I could just email you the song file so you can listen all to that shit.
No, oh my god.
So here's
to get copyright strike.
Oh no.
Can I? I don't think I can.
So here's the thing, Wesley. Like he's talking about how like he respects this dude and how helping him out when he's homeless and stuff. Then he later reveals he's only 20. Like, dang, you were homeless, like, fresh out of high school? He's like, yeah. I'm like, and I guess I was wrong for asking. I was in a really trolling mood, but I was kind of like like it's not really not my business. I was like, dang, so like you like was your mom not there, whatever? And like right before he could even open his mouth, like you could hear the dismay, insecure, cue, sadness, and sorrow again. And I was like, y'all are raw.
Yo, listen, I don't care what anybody says. It sucks that the YouTube people won't get to see the shit. But man,
To be fair though, Wesley, even though his backstory seemed dark, I got a lot of Nate vibes from it. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you think he's lying about it?
I don't know, man. It was just real dramatic.
I don't know. I'm glad I'm not in that world anymore.
That's just like, that's like,
I'm laughing at this homeless dude.
oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's just like that.
if you're homeless at like 16 or 17,
let's see, it's savage out here. I don't give a
you're being
fuck about
you're being
you.
a rough
What age is a being homeless not less rough and more funny? Like,
Wait,
Nigga, any age, I'm laughing at you.
nah,
I'm
nah,
laughing
nah.
at
I'm
you.
not laughing. I'm not laughing at like a homeless teenager. When it's somebody who's kind of like an asshole.
When you're like 40s, 50s, then it's like,
Hey, Ibrahima.
What's up?
if you're young and homeless,
So if you found out like now like Nate was homeless, like that's funny, right? Like,
I would
that's funny.
if you don't like
Okay, in that old anime community kind of clique, right? And like with all those guys, you know, like King Lightning and all those dudes. Which of them would it be the funniest if it was real right now that they're homeless?
Ooh, none of them.
None of them would it be funny if you found out right now that they just got homeless.
None of those people.
Oh my god, what is this? Yo!
Wait. What were you
people-
saying?
All those
Go
people felt like they were like in the struggle, like Larry and stuff. They all felt like they were like living on the floor at like some.
Did it always come off like these guys were like a missed payment away from being on the street?
Yeah, exactly. It always felt like they were eating ramen for like every night. Like,
Listen. When this man Uber Ikari, like we all thought it was eccentric, but listen, we all thought it was eccentric. But when I noticed that this man was drinking water out of a jar, like it was like,
exactly. I think that too. I was like, bro,
you have to think of
he's in a bathroom recording these 3-hour videos.
Like we used to laugh at like, yo, Uber Ikari has so much swag and he drinks out of jars. I'm like, yo, why is he drinking out of jars? Like, like this nigga had no Tupperware, bro. This nigga had
Whenever I go to somebody's house and they hand me like a jar, kind of like I just feel sad.
This man Uber's going to the sink, bro. And he's pouring out Flint, Michigan water and drinking out of that jar, bro. This nigga would have a gulp of that Flint water and be like, and so the ethical complexity of Madara, like, bro.
I think I know why we're not getting wheelie at
Nigga got dirt in his throat, like. This is crazy.
Everybody cry on my other channel, like, yo.
Wesley foreshadowing? Wesley, have you had a jar moment yet where you like is jar rock bottom? Like, is that like damn?
No, that's not rock bottom.
It's like rock. It's rock middle. Like
He said it's rock middle.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. So I was about to expose somebody.
Oh no.
No. Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I just say like I went to someone's house.
Mm-hmm.
And like they had, it's not like they were broke, but I guess they just like save money or whatever.
Yeah.
So instead of plates or plastic plates, like they eat food off of like frisbees, like plastic frisbees all the time.
No.
So, yeah. So that was
these niggas ate off frisbees.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say who it is.
Yeah.
You know who it is.
No. That's rough.
No.
That is tough.
I mean, some people just, I don't know, they just live like that.
That is tough.
What do you understand?
To be fair, when I think about it, it's like, you know, I'm a grown man in my 20s, but I still do live with my parents, and because of that, I have the privilege of just.
There are no issues with that.
No. So what I'm trying to say is like, I could imagine like once I do go out on my own. It's like if I don't make that immediate effort to like get like utensils and like plates and stuff, like it's like what am I gonna do? But I feel like I'm the type of guy I'll buy a massive set of like plastic plates and cups and just like always just use them and throw them out or something. I don't know.
Nah, like when me and Lisi moved into that apartment first, like we definitely like we had like IKEA like dishes and stuff, but we had like 1 or 2 sets, so we had like 1 or 2 plates apiece. So we just
really? So you couldn't be lazy with washing the dishes because you needed them to eat.
Oh, no, I would just like wash the same plate all the time.
It's the same fork. You're just like
all the time.
You're like, yo, this fork tastes like ground beef, but I mean cereal, nigga.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna need you to pull up on Detroit Becoming Human. This game is so dope.
Detroit Becoming.
Yeah, that game.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good, man.
I know a lot of people like it, but
Bruh.
it's like a story-driven game, right?
It's more. You play like 3 different.
Didn't you say there's hundreds of different outcomes, Kevin, or something?
Yeah, there's 100 different outcomes, but you play as 3 different characters.
Sounds like a Western game.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean,
have you guys ever played? I think it's called
right?
Caroline or something.
It's like that, but it's not Batman.
Yeah, I heard it's not as good as Life is Strange.
That is not.
Have you guys heard of? Have you guys heard of? I think it's called Caroline or something.
Caroline.
Coraline?
The game?
The movie?
No, it's a game. It's a video. No.
You mean that Caffrey? I forgot what it's called. I think Wesley played it.
That one game. It's not that game with the.
Oh, the Catherine with the dating joint.
The like emo girl. Like
yeah.
I know.
Of course, Wesley played
it. Yeah. No, Lisi played that. I've seen it. It's like an indie game. It's like an indie game.
Yeah. It's good though. It's good.
You played it?
Oh yeah.
I only played it because I was trying to smash this white chick. And,
I was gonna say, what's the girl?
Yeah, right. I feel like there's always certain things we experience in life only because of who we're trying to smash at that moment. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm
like, what girl are you talking to? They're like, that's
so yo, what you doing? Yeah. It's like, Edo, what's going on with you right now, Edo? I'm watching Shameless. It's like, nigga, man.
Yeah. Shameless.
Y'all had to expose that man like that.
Who remembers?
I only know girls that watch that show.
Yeah. Who remembers? It was an otaku battle though, where they were roasting Irvin about this one show he watches. And King Lands
it was Scandal. He was roasting on.
He was like, "What's wrong with Scandal? I think it's great." And they're like, "Irvin, Uber's live so contagious." He's just like, "This nigga watching Scandal." Like looking back, it's like, Uber, you don't even got cable, nigga. Like, why you coming at this man?
Nah, you remember? Yeah. Oh my god,
that's tough.
Yo, now that I think about it,
Uber, when he was roasting all those people, he was like broke and homeless and stuff. So it was like, you were trying Manga Me was in an apartment.
Yeah.
Hey, he lived with his sister, but listen, at least that man had a home, my guy.
The thing is crazy because Uber was good at hiding his smile, and Min was not, because Min would be in videos and literally you're hearing like women in another room like, "Min, I gotta get in the kitchen." Like, "Hey, I'm making a video. You gotta calm down, please." I was like, oh my god. My thing is, I'm like, bro, why did you upload that, bro? Like, that wasn't a live stream. You couldn't just make a third take, nigga. Like, what do you? That is the most ghetto shit ever. That's a cool.
3 live reactions at once, like the initial live reaction, the review live reaction, like right after each other. Like, why do you do right? You gotta pace yourself. Like, who's gonna watch those 2 videos in a row of the same chapter? Like, he's like, okay, that's my live reaction. Now I'm about to do a review in like 2 minutes. And then you just put up the video right one after the other. And you gotta really like me to watch like 3 hours.
You gotta really like me.
3 hours of dude talking about this 10-page chapter. Like,
yo, there's like 6 people scattered in America just like who are real big manga meme fans. Like, they're just like, yo,
I just Cheerio.
Yo, did you see the video of Bankai meeting Steve Bloom, the voice actor of Spike Spiegel? The guy was just like, "Is it Steve Bloom? And this is Bankai 922." And Bankai goes, "Bang!" And I just started dying. I was crying.
That's such a fun kind of thing.
Yeah, Maka was like the ultra like little boy, like fanboy, like because he was like shorter than him, and like the Steve Bloom had his arm around his shoulder, so Maka just got all happy. So, I mean, Bankai is probably like 5'8".
I just imagine Bankai was super tall.
No. Bankai is like 5'8", 5'7".
He seemed like about 5'8" in the picture.
So he's like average height. He's like kind of short.
Yeah.
He's average white man height.
It's crazy, man. Have you guys? So, did you guys hear about the movie? This movie that just came out called First Man.
No.
It's about Neil Armstrong's landing on the moon. It's a biopic, and I heard good things about it. And it's crazy at my theater, like it's doing horrible numbers wise, and it's like, yo, niggas really don't be pulling to theaters to like learn. And it's crazy. Like they put it in our biggest theater thing, and it's gonna do well and stuff. And people show up like, hey, 5 tickets to The Nun. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Which is just a horror movie about a nun killing people.
I mean, the thing is though, it is Halloween. And it is like whole. It's not like movie season. It's like go out to the theater like that anymore.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even think about that. The fact that like yo. So I got speaking of that, I got mauled by a group of like high school seniors yesterday, and I honestly think no. I think I got technically by definition, if I was a woman, I could claim that I was sexually assaulted, but I'm not. Mom don't raise no bitch. But
they think you were a celebrity or something?
No, so this group of girls show up in front of the thing, and they're like, "Tickets to The Nun." And I'm like, "I gotta ID you guys. It's an R-rated movie." And they're like, "We're 17. We're seniors." I'm 18, and like, I was like, "Yeah, that's cool, no. I just need some type of proof that you guys are at least, you guys are 17." And they're like, "Oh,
really though?"
Huh? So here's the thing. I don't give a damn, bro. I really don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of people don't check it.
Bro, I don't care. And a lot of times, like if the manager's not around, I just sell them over. Sometimes though, like managers inconsistently will just be like real pressy about it. And like one day I was working with my district manager, and she's like, "It's a $2,000 fine per person for every young minor that you let in an R-rated movie."
Yeah, we ain't got time for that.
Jesus Christ, bro, it's like so extra. But anyway, I'm telling these kids about it, and they're like, "Look, I don't got it." And then this really loud, brash 18-year-old like Spanish girl in the crew comes up to me, right, and she's like, "Listen, you better sell my girls the tickets, or we're gonna have to throw some hands." I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to fight you." And she's like, "Well, we're gonna have to figure something out." And like I'm looking at my field coworker to like say like, "I don't know what's happening here, but can you help me and like ring these girls up, because I don't know if I'm being flirted with or attacked, and I'm really confused." And so like I was just really I'm like, do teenagers just are y'all just different? And so this girl's like, "So when are we gonna throw hands?" I'm like printing. I told him, I was like, "Listen, guys, it's kind of quiet right now. I'll let you guys in the movie. I really don't care." I'm printing the tickets out. She keeps insisting about this hands throwing thing. I'm like, "Yo, I'm not gonna fight you. I don't know what's going on right now."
When girls want to say I want to fight you, they want to.
You knew what he was doing.
You knew what you were doing.
Who, me? Yo, shut up, man.
This conversation is long. Some loud Hispanic girl. Like, come on.
So I mean, it was really. I'll say this was. It was really ironic. So anyway, I sold them the tickets, right? And I saw them what theater they're in, and they're like, "Isn't that the small theater?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then they go, it's that same girl. She's like, it's a horror movie. I need to come in the theater because I'm gonna be scared." I was like, "You're in a group of 7," and she's like, "Yeah, but there's no men in this group." I was like, "Well, I'm clearly working." I was I'm clearly working. I'm behind the counter. How can I physically do that? And she's like, "Wow, you're gonna abandon a girl like that? You're not a gentleman." And I was like, I don't know what to tell you." They go into their movie. 2 other girls from the crew come back out, and they're like, "Yeah, so there's audio issues for the horror parts where like the audio doesn't come out right. Could you check the theater?" I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna look at this and see what the issue is." And I kid you not, Wesley, I opened the door for the theater to check in on this supposed audio issue, and immediately that Spanish girl grabs onto me, kind of like tries to yank me to the chair, and she's like, "Yeah, there was no audio issue. We just want you sitting in this theater with us." And I had to like, I had to push her off, and I was like, "Yo, chill, like I gotta go to work." And she's like, "Please," and I was like, I have to go to work." And then like I just went back to the thing, like that was just, I'm like, bro, Like she's like all filling up on my body. I'm like, bro, like this is just
worst thing that happened to me. I'm not gonna.
It's the worst thing.
Yeah,
I really think if I stayed in that theater, like some debaucherous things would have happened.
Nah, there's one girl.
You remember what happened with my boss 2 years ago?
Wait. Wesley, don't interrupt Kevin, Mr. Interrupt.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, Wesley. Go ahead.
There's this one girl, and I'm not gonna go into details.
Yeah.
Like she was just hanging out alone. Like I was with friends. Mm-hmm. We were like at a hotel or something, and she was there at a hotel with a bunch of friends. Mm-hmm. And we got drunk because we were at a hotel. You know, we were partying.
Nigga.
And then like I saw her like this. She was on like Omegle or something like by herself, and I
Omegle. Wow,
yeah. So I was just like,
let's go back to her.
Yeah, she was talking to some dude, and I was like, once you get off, I was like, it's a dude right here you can talk to in person. You can just close your computer, and then she was like, all right, and she closed the computer and got hyped, and then like you know, like she came back to our party and stuff, and she was hanging out, and I mean, I was drunk, so I just threw up into the door, and things started happening, and all that. But then when I showed up the next day, I started to realize like she was here with that group of girls. They were like here for like a cheerleading thing. Okay. I was like, is this like a high school cheerleading thing? Is this like an 8th grade cheerleading thing?
Yeah, so fast. Times Square hot Asians. They're like 12 years old.
It was a couple years ago. It was just like I was like, how old was this girl? Like she. It was sketchy. It was sketchy, and I just made sure to find out. I just made sure never to look into it. She looked like the oldest one, but when I looked at some of her friends, I was like, "This is." I was like,
"Ooh, y'all looking real."
Yeah, I was like, some of those. I was like, I don't know. They kept following me and my friend around too. She kept doing that thing that you just said. Where she kept jumping in front of me and going like, "Hey, where are you going?" And I was like, "Get out of my way! Like, why are you bothering me?" Like, I just wanted to talk to you or something. I was like, "Well, I don't know."
Yeah, like high school was now like real, like pushing bold. It's weird, right? Yeah, like
like teasing you and be like, "What's your name?"
And
like, why are you looking?
I'm like, y'all real just like charged up. Like, what's going on? And then the grown chicks just be weird. Like, it's just like I'm like, this is weird. But what made my situation uncomfortable, Wesley? Those girls went to that theater, and it was still like the first half of the day, and so managers switched at 5 p.m. Right? These girls went to the movie at 4 o'clock, right? So they're still in their movie by the time it's time for the night manager to come. The night manager to come yesterday was my ex, and so the group of chicks come back out, and they come over to like the register area just to try to find an excuse to talk to me more. But now my managers, my ex is just kind of like lurking in the cut, just like watching this whole thing. And so it's kind of like I mean, look again. I'm not flirting with these girls, but I was engaging them in their interaction.
That's
previously.
That's a lot of people. So people gotta think about that. Like, I'm just nice. But if I
listen, that's what she claimed to me. So
like, yeah, they'll be like, "What are you doing? Why are you talking to them?" I'm like, "Whoa,
yeah."
Bro.
So here's the thing. They come back up to the register area just to basically just be like just dumb girls or whatever, right? And like they're like, that was so scary, or anything about the movie, whatever. And that girl comes back and is like, so when we fighting, like it's done now. Like when's your break? Like what are we doing here? When like how are you a slave? Like
you got caught.
I get caught.
This 8th grader rolled up out of nowhere like, "Hey, Ebro," you're like, "Oh," and they're like, "How did they know your name? How did they know your name?" They're like,
"Yeah." They're like, no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, listen.
They're like, "I'm gonna text you later," and your ex is like, "Whoa."
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of ducked behind the monitor, and I could feel her in the corner just sucking. She was like, "Break? Like, who is this? Like, what is it?" And I kid you not, like all I heard in the corner was her calling me a creep. I was like, "What is that shit?" and he was like, all I let out, like, I don't know why I said this out loud, because she's like, "When's your break? Like, how long are you working over?" I was like, I don't know why I just revealed this to this girl. I was like, "I'm on break in a half hour." And that led into some just they leave, right? And my ex walks up to me. She's like, "That's what you want now?" You know what she specifically said? She goes, "So how old is your brother?" And I was like, he's 17. She goes, "Oh, okay. How old are those girls?" I was like, they were like,
how old is who?
those girls. I was like, they said they were seeing. She goes, oh, so you're just out here just flirting with these girls at your brother's age. I was like. First of all, I wasn't flirting with nobody. They came to me. And she goes, well, the fact that you're engaging with them when they're clearly just out here hanging out with you.
Exactly.
She goes, and I said, I told her, I was like, I'm just doing my job as a customer service agent. She goes, well, nothing they were speaking to you pertained to customer service, Ibrahima. She literally said, well, none of this pertained to customer service, sir. And I'm like, listen, I'm good at interaction. I interact with anyone. Like it has nothing to do with just females. Someone I'm trying to look at. She goes, yeah, well, you were looking real hard at that thick Spanish girl. I was like, oh, I said, I literally told her, this was so much fun. I was like, I didn't even look at her hard enough to realize she was thick or not. But again, I clearly, if I was in the interest of like engaging with these people, wouldn't I have asked for a number? And she could tell she kind of got debunked because she was kind of like made a face. I was like, listen, if I was really trying to talk to them like that, wouldn't I try to like make like set up something so I can contact them further? Clearly, I just passively engaged with them and then sent them home happy. So that was nothing. They saw their film, and that was that. And she goes, all right. She literally was like, no problem, creep, and they walked away. I was like, all right.
Listen.
She's like, aren't you a few years from 30? I was like, yo, shut up. What are you talking about? She's like, only a couple of years, She's like a few years roll by fast. Like, all right.
Remember, I told you there was a possibility of me committing to a certain person.
To a what?
Oh, they were in eighth grade.
No.
Suzanne?
Oh no!
All I know is I don't know. Okay, but let me finish. So like she works at this joint called, and like we're cool.
You said it's called what?
It's called the land. Like it's what is it called? It's called FIL. It's like for focus inquiry.
Wait, Kevin, I'm gonna stop you temporarily. You're gonna have to change the title now to story time for this episode. That's
okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about that.
Every legendary live stream series has a story time episode. So.
Okay. So I go to it's called the landfill. It's FIL for like Focus Inquiry Learning Center or some shit like that. Okay. And she's like, hey, I'm at the little landfill, so come hang out. I'm like, cool. So I, being the coon I am, I had just gone to Cane's. I bought some chicken. So I went in there, and she works with like another person, and she's like some Spanish girl. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? It's like, I've seen you before, like, because I have a class at that building. So she's like, I saw you in the elevator. It's like, I never knew your name. You never got that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm Kevin, whatever, blah blah blah. Cool. So I go talk to my friend, and she's sitting alone at the main desk. I'm like, hey, let me go make a new friend. So I'm like, yo, I'm coming over. I'm gonna come over here and hit on you. So I'm just letting you know right now. I'm gonna come over there and hit on you. So I went over there. I started playing with her, and she was like, you're so straightforward. Like, you kind of scare me in a way. Like this and this and that, this and this and that. And then so like, I have a fuck lady and I need a new one. So like,
what?
I was like, whoa, hold up.
What?
Whoa.
Let me scan the badges for this.
What? Yo, why do you attract all these like just really forthcoming, just like borderline weirdos?
Like, she's a Spanish person.
That's how it is. That's what it's like.
But I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Me, I'm like, I'm not interested in her because she's kind of not. She don't get the meat package that I want, but I'm just messing with her just because I need some meat
package. You got a meat package.
She doesn't have the meat package that I'm looking for, so I was like, all right. And I'm just flirting with her, and like her friend, like the girl, and I'm, like I almost like took serious. The kid like stop. He's like, leave her alone. And then I'm like, hey man, do you want me to leave you alone? Do you want me to pound with you? She starts laughing, and then she's like, leave her alone. He starts texting me.
What?
What is going on?
No, not the. No, I told you there was somebody I almost committed to, and I'm flirting with her coworker.
Okay.
Oh, she's yelling from across the room, leave her alone, because we're on the other side, and she's giggling and like going on a rant about her entire sexual history, which is not that extensive for somebody who talks like that. She at least smashed like 5 people. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then she starts asking me a bunch of questions and stuff. There and all this and all that. And then like she's over the girl's like over there, like clearly jealous. I'm like, all right. And at this point, it's like, all right, it's 7 o'clock, so I gotta go do my homework. These fucking creative juices flowing and shit. So I left. I wake up this morning to a text, multiple things like stop, just stop. I'm like, wait, what? Can you stop flirting with Andrea? Like, why are you always flirting with her? I'm like,
yo, listen, girls be hating, bro. Like
I'm like, yo, I'm not even. Somebody told me that you made her feel uncomfortable because the day after that, she told me she had like a little issue. So I was like on some cool shit. I wasn't even trying to like mess with her like that. I was some cool shit. I was like, I was trying to see if she like fixed her issue. And when I came in, she instantly started blushing. And the thing was, she wasn't sitting at the main desk because she.
What is with these girls and Kevin, bro? Like I'm just still trying to like.
Bring it, like I told you, I'm like a monkey wrench, you know. Like people aren't used to somebody talking the way I do, so like it just goes.
Just this really bold, small coon, like just like walking up, just like saying all this like straightforward stuff.
Yeah.
Like does it mean make? Is it just like a challenge to these females? Like I'll bang him. Let's see what happens.
No,
like,
I literally told her like she was like, hey, man,
I'm just so.
Like mess with taller dude. I'm like, it don't matter. I'm still gonna pound the day like that.
I don't even. Do you guys know how old Jay-Z and Beyonce?
I'm not.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
What was I saying? So I went there, and then she starts instantly shit, and I can tell like he's getting uncomfortable, and I'm like, all right, let me not sit here because I had a class in like 30 minutes, but I'm gonna leave her alone because I don't know what's going on with her. Because she started, you know, when girls get like really uncomfortable when they get fidgety. Even though I hadn't said nothing to her the entire time.
Fidgety? Are you on crackheads, bro?
Nah, I don't usually like get to the point where girls where they start getting fidgety like that. Because then I just did.
Not fidgety, but like
I don't want to get arrested or like get
no. Listen to me. I literally walked in there and said I was that issue, and she starts explaining the issue. Like you can tell, you know when somebody's uncomfortable, they start tapping their feet and start moving around.
Yeah, I know.
And then randomly, what made it weird was that I had literally said like 4 words at this point, and then she's like, "Do you think I'm pretty?" I'm like, "What? Where the fuck did this come from? Why are you asking me that question?" I'm like, "Is this your version of hitting on me?" And then she's like, "No, sometimes girls just want to know they look good." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I was like, "This is getting a little weird. You've been doing more talking than I have."
Insecure energy.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm gonna just leave because I don't think you're comfortable. And then
you couldn't just tell her yes, and then like let's keep it.
No, I told her you were pretty because I thought she was pretty. But like, I'm not into it.
This is the girl that you were talking to, or the girl?
No, the girl, her coworker. And then she I wake up to just stop. And I told you there was another dude. There's another dude. He's like, there was some Somali nigga who was sitting at the front desk because she wasn't working at it, like I told you. And he was saying that she felt uncomfortable. And she was saying that, like, you know, like you being around her way, blah. I'm like, oh, I don't know what that means. And just stop talking to her. I'm like, okay. And it turns out that she asked for my number from her. That's why she was saying all that stuff. And I was like, I'm like,
what's this like underground like tunnel like
It doesn't make sense if she would say she was uncomfortable and then also.
Yo, let's see. Females don't make sense. So.
Girls, no, not my friend. Her coworker was saying she was uncomfortable because she feels some type of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
The story was confusing. But,
I don't want to.
I legit had to like. I had to like put the.
Okay, Wesley, I'll tell you what the coworker.
You need to give them nicknames to make it clear.
Yeah, because when it's just a girl this, girl that, and girl that.
You keep saying hers. She did this. She did
girl,
that.
Girl,
I'm like, wait, what?
Okay, listen to me. Girl, I almost.
It makes sense now. It makes sense now.
Okay, and girl who I was flirting with just for fun is A. A asked for my number, and A had made it very clear that she feels uncomfortable around me because, like, she kind of indicated I turn her on, like, in a way. And I was like, I don't want to make nobody feel like this. So I was like, so I've been ducking like her workplace the entire time. So even if she like asked, oh, where's Kevin? Like, cause she asked for me today because she was working today. And I was like, hey man, I'm just staying in my lane. I don't need no energy.
So you said you sent girls to follow you? What joint?
And what made it worse is like just to troll R, the girl I was connected to. Like she put some shit on Snap, and her friend looked bad as shit. I'm like, yo, who's that girl? And I put like the little what
Was it
the
the eye emoji?
yeah. And then her
Yeah,
friend
that's my
happened to
go-to.
be, and her friend was actually next to me. Like, who is that? And it's like, oh, he met him. And I was like, oh, wait, that's who that is? Why is she looking right now? And I'm like, oh, you know, and then she got mad. I think she blocked me for 3 hours. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, I don't need this bad energy, man. Like, I haven't done
like you have a girlfriend.
I have not claimed that girl.
Speaking of Wesley, I mean, I learned a few developments today about a person I used to be involved with, but more importantly, just for a broader conversation. What are you guys' thoughts on getting romantically involved?
She's on the Britney Spears energy.
Oh yeah, man, I can't do it no more. What are you guys' thoughts on getting romantically involved with people who have certain, I guess, psychological issues or like
stay away.
just
stay
like
stay away.
That's lit.
like okay, Wesley, would you romantically get involved with a female that is diagnosed bipolar?
I have.
Same here, good brother.
I don't need that energy in my life.
It's not easy, right? Isn't it?
It just depends on the
Nah, man. It'll be good one day, and next thing you know, like the next day, you run into this random, just super bad energy. I'm like, what?
That's every girl too. But yeah, bipolar it is extreme. The thing is,
she named the whole. They said the Britney Spears energy, man. Nigga, don't put her shit out there like that.
But the thing is, like, with people who are like unstable like that, like chemically imbalanced, they are like they get upset really easily. But from what the way it was with me, like they also like get over it randomly too.
Yeah,
so it's like a storm. It's like a storm that hits and then completely goes away and sunny outside.
You seen 13?
You know what? You know why that's bad though? Because when their storm comes, they immediately start. It makes me pissed at them, and then they randomly just start like being normal again. And it's like, yo, like, what the hell was that? Like,
you seen 13 Reasons Why, right?
Yes, the first.
In the second, the first, you haven't seen the second.
Yeah, I haven't.
So you remember the girl from the end of the show? What's her called? Like, the one that Clay ended up going out with.
Yes.
Yeah, the one who cuts herself. Yeah. So she actually has bipolar disorder.
I don't need that cutting themselves energy, man.
Nah, you'd be surprised. She cuts herself like below the waist, like her lower extremities. That was tough. I didn't have to know that.
Yo,
and
like it got so bad. I guarantee you.
Let me finish. So with her,
that's funny.
It got so where like when she was dating the Clay again, like she randomly popped up at his house and tried to like sexually harass him in front of his parents. It was like you need to see that.
Yo, Kevin. At some point soon, since it's just us right now, we gotta go off the air. I got so much to say, bro.
Listen,
it's not. Yeah, I think it's natural. Because like I don't let girls' attitudes in a relationship like shift my attitude, like move.
Wesley, bro. Listen, it at some point though, man, it is tough to just be the level kind of just always steady, like not too high, too low kind of guy when they're just bugging. You know what I mean?
That's how I am normal.
Well, that's why I am too, right? Like, and the thing with me, I've had situations where like they get angry because like as they're just spazzing, like I'm just so like stoic, and I'm like, how do you want me to act? Like literally, like they get freaked out. They're like they're bugging, and I have the straight shit. I'm like, you shouldn't just be doing like you shouldn't be like calm down, like you shouldn't be doing that. Like why are you?
I don't have time for
that. No, the girl I dated right before Lisa, she was like bipolar and stuff. And,
I don't need that.
She would get angry because I would be calm, and calm her down, but she would be like flipping out, like crying and screaming and like shaking and like cursing and stuff. And then when she would calm down, she would get madder because I'd be like, just calm down, like take a deep breath. I don't want to fight with you. Like I would just be chill, and she was like, it makes me so mad Because it feels like if I'm emotional, you're not getting emotional with me. You don't.
Yeah, I've had. Yeah, exactly. That's been told too.
You don't care about the situation. Teach the let
Exactly.
me walk out.
That's what that's what I heard. It was you don't care about it. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna act. My mistake was saying was you my.
I get used to it. And she would literally just like throw an old chair like at the wall and just swim out. And I would just sit there and play video games.
What's he sitting there like, yo, I ain't got time for this, my guy. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't even react to how
Wesley's on the PlayStation main menu.
I would literally be like, that's your journey, bro.
Wesley's literally listen, that's your personal journey. Like that chair you broke, that is your personal.
That's your personal. Bro, listen, Wesley, listen. I've learned from Andre. You're not a girl who's gonna give me bad energy.
Kevin, you gotta send. Kevin, you gotta send Wesley the screenshots of Andre talking to that girl.
That shit is so funny.
Andre has officially like super perfected GVO. He like ultra GVO'd this woman like to the point where like she won't stop responding to him. Like, and he just the way he pulled it off is so funny.
Like some girl he was involved with.
I don't know. She just slid in his DMs on this angry energy, and Andre's like, "Listen, I'm a righteous man. I'm gonna continue to live my righteous life." And she's like, "Nah, you know what you're doing. You know your slick little posts. You ain't righteous, nigga." Like, listen, again, like I wish you nothing but good health for your family. Andre, like, I'm like, bro, that's why I was like, listen, man, this is a girl you piped, and like, you know, and he's just like, hey, man, I'm a righteous man. I'm like, Andre, this girl's coming in on you on this energy, this like real kind of like salty, clingy energy where she says she's done with you, but she keeps messaging you, and when women act, yeah, get away from me, and I'm like, okay, and like, close over in your DMs like an hour later. I just don't like how like I'm like,
it's like I hate you. I don't want to speak to you, and then like the next day, just constantly.
This shit is so
funny. I don't want to explain why I was mad, why I'm not talking to you. It's like, bro, you said you weren't talking to me. Why'd you?
Yo, Wesley, is it bad? Like, when people just get like that on me, I'm just like okay, like go away for now. Like all right. And
listen, like, Wesley, look the best. These shits are so funny. Like he GVO'd the shit out of me. Yo, it's too bad.
Someone read it out loud because I don't have it on the picture. You can't read it.
So let me go on this shit. So she's like, but I see you rather be hurtful and petty. And he's like, Andre.
Isn't that what Andre said?
Yeah. I can't read this at 11. She said, Andre, please, you're a manipulator. Have a black. Yo, this shit is too funny. And she said you as well. And stop with this righteous man stuff. And then Andre said, I say.
You said what? He said,
I say good morning. And then she was like, but yet, and you still ain't add me. I'm not doing this with you today. Have a wonderful day, beautiful. I'm dying.
Wait, what did you say? What's it?
She said like he was like have a blessed day, goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yo.
The girls who watch Scandal, yo, that's Andre's like the smile audience. Yo, that's Andre put numb woman in the smile.
Oh my god!
I've been going too far with it lately though. Like certain people, like I said, when they get mad and they keep saying like, "I'm not talking to you. This is why. Fuck you," and they're like, "This is why. And I'm like, "All right, I get it. Fuck you. I get it." And they won't stop. And I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna have to block you unless you stop talking." And then they really girls lose their mind. Like maybe that's too much.
Because their fingers are moving flash level speed, typing paragraphs, right? They're in the middle of
trying to curse you out, and you just you just close the door.
Stuff, and like in the middle of it, you literally just like, I'm not gonna read everything you just sent so far, and I'm not gonna let you continue. Goodbye.
I don't even want to hear a word you guys say. And they just start screaming, bro.
I'm not gonna like get too into it, but like this is one girl that I literally kind of gave that energy to, and as I'm walking away, I could literally hear. This is what I hear. I literally heard. Oh my god! I was like,
No,
yo, I really set this girl into like a child tantrum. Like, what is happening?
bro, they be so annoying,
It's like
bro.
an exorcism, bro. Like they be possessed. They be possessed. Like,
It's
right.
always
Even,
it's all was
they want that control. You just like get
yeah,
control back. You're like,
Wesley, it's almost as if like
you're not gonna do it to
it's almost like
me.
their brain melted because everything they've always like thought about dynamics and like in their life and so just got completely flipped over and bopped. And it's like I'm a girl who just took an L. Like
Bro, listen. When you sit there and some girl's throwing a tantrum, you sitting there like just chilling. She just gets even more bad. Like that's what happened, and I'm like, yo, I'm literally not hitting you with no energy. And like, it's funny because like they try to slap you, like thank you, I'm ugly, and all that, and they just get even more mad. It's just so funny to watch, and you want to laugh because it'll make him even more pissed off. But it's like I don't want you cutting.
Nah, you can't laugh.
yeah, nah. I really just maintain a straight face.
I try to too. Like I laugh because like sometimes people say something funny. It's just funny, and you think like, I always think a girl's gonna be reasonable and be able to like laugh at herself, but it never happens. Because like if a girl screams, and you get to the end, it's like you're like, come on, people tell it real funny. It was mad funny when you just said
you did a girl with a GBO.
But I saw a meme on Twitter, I think a while ago, and it was like a gif of a girl like throwing her phone out the window or breaking or something like that. And the caption was like, "What to do when your man actually starts winning the argument?" or something like that. That's how it is. Like when a girl starts losing and getting hit with facts, you're just like, all right, you're right. I don't want to hear you more. You're right. Like,
Yo, Wesley. So
she
Andre
hyped
like
herself up in her head to yell at you. It's like go on this rant. If you stop the rant halfway, she just doesn't know what to do.
Yo, you know what's the equivalent of Wesley? Do you remember when Sasuke first fought Itachi in Naruto? Like, you remember, like he's like the target of my revenge. All this new training, these new abilities. He pulls up that weak ass Sharingan in his little Chidori, runs up the thing like ah! And Itachi just grabs niggas like, get out my face, nigga. Like, what are you doing? Like that's literally these girls where they're like, I got my arguments prepped, all my points, no loopholes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him. Ah! And you're just literally.
I spent like his whole life like developing a healing that like lightning attacks to be It didn't work. He sucked all the lightning out of the sky. He sucked all the lightning out of the atmosphere.
Channel it all into this like one point.
Chocolate at the end. He was like, yo, what do I do? It was funny. Like when he was fighting Itachi, and Itachi was just sitting in the chair the whole time. And he was doing everything.
Yo, yeah. Sasuke turned into Donnie Yen, bro. And this man's just chilling, like this he's literally chilling in his chair, like that's cute, bro. Like,
at the end of the fight, he was like, Itachi was just sitting there, he's like, all right, you broke out of the game, you did a good job. And then he sat up. That was the beginning of the fight for him. And then he was fighting for like 3 episodes.
and even at the end of it, it's not even like Itachi got by. He really just like, listen, man, I can't wait any longer for you to get like only marginally stronger. So I'm gonna just, this is good enough, bro. This is good enough. It's almost like it's almost like you're grading papers, and the paper was like a 65, and you're like, oh, that's almost passing. So I'll just do this.
I feel bad because I always think like when a girl is like really prone to arguing or something like that in a relationship, I always stop and try and think like, am I like not being fair? Is she really just making these just like bum ass like stupid points? Am I just being like stubborn or not? Like I try to really see it from her perspective. And, like, am I wrong? Like I start the argument like, am I really wrong?
I really do. Like, sometimes it's so nonsensical, but like it's still just it'll be like, yo, no, this is just stupid. Like what?
Yeah, usually I'm not, and that's why I feel bad. It's like I want the girl to win, so it could feel more fair. Usually the girl, it's the way girls argue. Like they just get really emotional.
Yeah,
and just they come at you with stuff that has nothing to do with anything.
Bro,
like
but what about that? And what about that?
They're just upset about something and blaming it on you.
Yeah, I literally today I was getting this mind today from my ex, and I literally my response to one of the things she said was just literally I was like none of what you just said pertained to what you're supposedly mad about right now.
Yeah.
And like she got so angry. Yo,
you're a troll, so I don't trust you.
There's people that we all know. I'm not gonna mention names, but every time they yell at me, every time they argue in private, I hear from stuff for 2 years ago.
2016.
Every single time they get mad.
They'll stay.
Once we talk to
Listen.
the point they're mad about, all of a sudden, random stuff.
But listen, the random stuff is brought up in present tense as if it just happened. When you're like, yo, that was like April 2016.
It's like I didn't even know your last name then. Like, why are you so mad about that? It's like I made a joke in 2016.
I'm like, bro, I was like, that was 2 profile pics ago. Like, what's going on?
Oh my god. Yeah, like
bro.
every single time. That is how girls like.
Yeah, I was watching the Jersey Shore last night with my brother, and this one thing that Sammy got mad at had me dying. So like they're all just chilling on the couches, right? And I guess they're talking about races or something, and then Sammy goes to Ron and she goes, I look exotic, right? Like I look ethnic. And then Ron, because they're just talking about like how like the other guys are all talking about how
like Hispanic girls or something.
So listen. They all the other guys like Paulie D and them are talking about how like exotic girls are hot, and then she leans into Ron and whispers like, I look exotic, right? Like I'm like ethnic, and he like pauses for a second to like think about how he's gonna answer this, and he's like, he literally pauses and like he thinks about it, and he's like, yeah, you look pretty Asian. It's hot. You look pretty Asian.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then she gets up and leaves because his ex was Asian.
Yeah, he did date a bunch of Asian girls.
Yeah. Like in between Sam before he went back, Sam was a bunch of Asian chicks, and before.
He was.
So then she got up and left and went outside to smoke, and then Snooki came on. She's like, Ron's just an asshole. Like, he's just stupid. Like he doesn't realize like he's just an idiot. Like you're gonna say like oh, I look Asian, so he's really because I'm Asian. Why don't you get with your ex, whatever? And then Snooki's just thinking there, and in the confessional, Snooki's like, I just got cool with Sam again, so I'm not gonna call her retarded, but she's been
I remember that.
Yeah, and Ronnie came back out like, yo, like what's the issue? And she's like, no, you just always do this. You just always do this to me. And Ron's like, yo, literally, he was like, every argument I ever have in this house is because of you. Literally, you bring me all the negativity like in this house. And like she's just like, honestly, Ron, like you're doing this right now, Ron, in the last week. And he's like, what did I do? I'm like, yo, in my head, like, Ron is.
Listen, you want to talk about irrational girls? Remember Angelina and Vinny, man? They fight all the time. She called this nigga ugly. He said, what did he say about Angelina? You're
Staten Island, no.
Yeah, Ferry, Staten Island Ferry.
And he clapped her to oblivion in his
no. Listen. They started making out in a fucking cab.
Yeah.
And then remember that? And then he was like, yeah, we're not gonna make it to the joint. I'm about to clap your cheeks. In
the situation, he just got arrested for tax.
for tax. Someone tweeted Jim Tanding laundering. I was like, Jim Tanding laundering. I was like, niggas. Yo, you know what's the funny thing about it? Me and Young are watching, and right now this is the point of the show when situations are starting to get visibly erratic, and me and Young were like, yo, this nigga's definitely starting to get on that Miami smack, yo.
Yeah.
And and the thing is like the whole episode they're like, yeah, Mike's has been real weird and like off lately, and they're talking about how Mike doesn't obey rules, and like Mike just parks wherever he wants, and his car finally got towed. And that's what I'm like, bro, this is a tax evasion foreshadowing, bro. This man doesn't care where he parks, bro. Yo, this whole episode, Mike was tripping, bro. This dude literally, like when he wouldn't get poon, he just started rounding everyone up to leave the club. Like he's like, all right, guys, like it's time to go. And they're like, yo, when he's like, look, I run this house. Like when I say we're going. And everyone's like, bro, like just.
I think Mike got exposed by Angelina.
He did start to act like the leader, right? Like
he's like the self-referred to like leader of the team, like for no reason. Like he's like, yeah, this is my house. I'm the leader, and it's so funny because, bro, I kid you not, like Vinny started getting real close to this one girl named Ramona, and they've been kind of hanging out for a while, and. Vinny leaves Ramona in the club and goes to the bathroom, and Mike slides up like a freaking coon, like mad. And he's just like he's like, where's your boy? And she's like, bathroom. And he's like, oh, he effed up. And she's like, what? And he starts like trying to reach for her, and she pushes him back and chill. And she immediately reports it to Vinny, and Mike's just sitting there like in the couch, like in mad dismaya, and they're showing highlights of like the club, like they're all partying the entire time. Mike's just sitting in the couch staring at Vinny dancing with this girl. Like, bro, what is good with this dude? This is the wild thing. So, Paulie D gets these 2 chicks who are DTF to go down to the house, right? And him being a good friend, he's like, hey, yo, Mike, I got you, man. we out here. So they go into the rooms. They're each in their own beds, like with the chicks, right? And Mike and Pauly D's like the smooth kind of like nice guy or whatever. And Mike's just kind of snuggling in with the other chick, right? And he immediately just puts the covers over the girl, and he's like, "So like, you want to get comfortable with this? How are we gonna do this?" And mind you, it's 5 a.m., right? And then randomly, the other girl from across the rooms in Pauly D's bed goes, "Oh no, she doesn't hook up with people." And then he immediately puts the bed like the blanket. I'm like, "What?" And then she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just dressed like this because I wanted to have a fun time, but like in the club, but I've only really hooked up with one guy." And Mike's like, "So you're not here to like hook up or whatever?" And then she's like, "No," and he's like, "It's 5 a.m." And he literally told her like, "Look, I'm not trying to be rude, but like he basically was like he was like trying to spaz as much as possible, not to be an asshole, but he literally kicked her out the room. He's like, "All right, then I'm gonna be sleeping in this bed, so you could go to like the living room or figure whatever you're doing." And she's like what? And he's like, "Yeah, like just go to the living room, like just literally just leave this room." And like she got so mad, and she was like, "I'm sorry, old man," and I started crying.
He was being
And the thing
nice.
is like.
He was being nice. In my mind.
Nah, well, see, that's what he literally said. He's like, "Yo, get out of my bed, then I'm going to bed, bro. Like
he
leave
said,
my
he
bed
said
and go
she
to."
could sleep there. Like he could have thrown her out on the street.
No, man.
Like she knew why she was coming back. Like, bro, it's Jersey Shore. It's like, you know what?
Yeah, I was telling my brother,
Listen.
bro. Yeah, I'm like, bro. I told her about like this is exactly what happened. She's like, I'll snuggle Mike the situation on TV for an hour, like.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on.
She's like, but I don't want to suck his cock, like.
Yeah.
My thing is, listen. She should have known what it was. You
She looked like what?
your
100%. I want, and so here's the thing. Mike was starting to be such an asshole about it. Mike was starting to be such an asshole about it that the other friend in Pauly's bed, she was looking at Pauly like, "Oh, you're the nice one. Like I'm so glad and stuff." But he was an asshole. Yeah. But then Pauly,
nice one.
yeah, she was saying that Pauly was kind of like, "Yo, bet." And the thing is, Paulie was saying in the confession, like, look, he's like, look, Mike didn't get no ass tonight, but like, be a wingman, bro. Like keep this chick busy so I could kind of get it in real quick.
Sure.
But he's like, Mike, and he was saying like Mike didn't do that, so now I gotta kind of like deal with this girl kind of ranting and being worried about her friend and what her friend's gonna do and how her friend's gonna get home. And so now that girl's like, I want to go to my girlfriend. I'm gonna go make sure she's okay. And Paulie's just like, bro, Mike, what the hell, bro? And so she gets him out the bed, takes the other girl and leaves. And they're kind of just like, all right, sorry about that, Mike. You're so sweet, and I'm sorry, maybe next time. And Mike's telling the confessional, he's like, I mean, not Mike, sorry, Paulie. Yeah, Paulie's on the confessional, just like, listen, Mike's been tripping. Now he's messing up my ass. So like now this is really a problem. I was dying.
I mean, wasn't Paulie it was Paulie and Vinny, but before that it was Paulie and Mike, wasn't it?
I mean, Paulie and Mike are the smash duo. These guys are the real Super Smash Bros. Like they.
Yeah, there was a team. And they were basically like.
These niggas were.
Vinny was like the intern. He was like the intern.
Yeah.
He was the trainee.
It's funny because they have like this subtle like thing where like Vinny.
Oh yeah, Vinny was a trainee. I forgot.
Mike has a superiority complex over Vinny because Vinny's the younger guy, and Mike swears that like they put Vinny on to how to get ass basically at clubs and stuff.
They probably
did.
Probably and Mike around the same age. Like they were out.
Yeah, they started the show in their late 20s, like so.
Yeah,
and Vinny came in like 21.
Vinny was like.
Paulie was like 19. Vinny was like 21. And Mike was 26. No, Mike was 29 and
the other and so the thing is like now Vinny's starting to get girls on his own in the second season because before it was always a Pauly setup. Every girl that Vinny was with in season 1 was a Pauly alley-oop. And so in the next season now, like in Miami, like he's just getting girls by himself, and like you compete Mike every time. Mike's just kind of like, all right, little boy, like not bad. I'm like, stop hating on this dude. Yo, let him rock.
Yeah, I think because people watch the show and Vinny, he was like the way they edit the shows and stuff. Like, I don't know if that's how it was in the house.
Yeah.
They definitely made Vinny the good guy of the trio, like the least award.
Yeah.
So he automatically becomes the
yeah. Like, he's always kind of like the straight man and like the voice of reason.
I mean, listen, I heard something about
Mike's edited to just look like this thirsty goon.
Mike's the most. He makes look the most goony. Paulie was in the middle. Like he was like the children. Like he's just he's like.
That's the thing, like Paulie's a goon too, but like he's really like casual about it. So
he seems cool. Like, he's in the background.
But yo, I'm dying because like it is in that episode that Mike's tweaking. Like he was at the club, right? And he was being super aggressive with the girls. Everyone noticed it because like he's dancing with random girls, right? And they're like, "Yeah, you're Mike's situation, right?" Like, and they want to dance around him, right? But he's like grabbing them, like, picking them up, lifting them up, like ripping shirts off. Like this nigga's tripping, bro. This man like a demon, bro.
Well, let me say something.
He's like grabbing the cheeks like really, really hard. But he's like slamming one of the
Ibrahim. Talk too much, nigga. Damn. Did you hear what Angelina said about this man Mike?
That he has a small cock?
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh my god. It's true. It sucks.
I mean, I heard from multiple sources.
I mean, they also said he had herpes and stuff.
I mean, he did.
I was watching a 101 facts about the show, and one of the facts was that the cast members regularly off screen had to get like STD tests and treatments because especially when they went to places like Miami and stuff, they said the cast got like kind of bopped with stuff. So
yeah, I'm sure they did. That's the thing. Yeah.
I'm like they weren't getting bopped in Jersey, but they went to Miami and they got completely bopped with STDs. That's crazy.
Jersey full of STDs,
no, it's not. But
I've never been there. Maybe it is.
Our poon is clean, bro. Miami
Sure,
starts
that's not what I
getting.
heard.
Listen. Hey man, you start getting down to South Beach, man. All the Cuban infestation in that pool. Man.
Oh, that's South American. That's South American, man.
Hey man, South American's not fire, but infectious. It is.
It's like Mexican food. Like we love it, but we get sick afterwards.
My classic Cuban, he's like, yo, that was lit. Next day, he's like, yo, why is my cock swollen? Like,
if you want to talk about places with like STD infestation, it's obviously ATL. That place is on some other shit.
Oh, for real?
Nah, ATL's is full of trannies. Like.
No, not just that. ATL is the hub of HIV.
It's like a fact.
It's not a stereotype. There's a fact, nigga. Like, what do you mean?
There are trannies everywhere.
Yeah, there's trannies.
There's a lot of STDs in HIV.
No, I have friends from there. You never mentioned that name. Yeah. That's wild.
There's a lot of women niggas out here.
Tranny Atlanta?
But that's wild. Yeah, I just wonder if they did have like STDs. Like they had to like, keep them in wraps, or they.
Oh no! Yeah. Apparently, a lot of cast members did.
Did it what? They got shit.
Yeah, they said a lot of them like at different points throughout the show had to like kind of get treatment and stuff like that, and like, wow. And so that's why like if certain guys literally went in the show like multiple episodes without smashing somebody, it's literally just because they had an STD.
Like that one episode when Mike was just in the water.
Like to me, if you get like genital lice or something, or crabs, like it's gonna go away. It's gonna go away in a couple of days. It's almost not an STD to me, so that's like whatever.
It's a momentary nuisance. Like.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a head cold.
Wait, it's one of those things where like if you're not living like a Jersey Shore cast member, right? So like a normal person goes out kind of clubbing or whatever, like maybe 1 or 2 times a week, right? In the weekend or something. So it's almost like for them, like they get in the weekend, and it's like, all right, my cock will regenerate by next week.
Yeah,
right?
Like you drink some orange juice and you're good in like 5 to 8 days. The thing is, like, did they really catch like heavy? Like STD.
No, I doubt it's some wild like HPV kind of like crazy stuff.
The thing is, like, if you get herpes, like most STDs, they like inflame and they go away. So like when they smashing people, like when the herpes is like low, like when they like waiting like let me, oh man, I gotta wait like 3 days and then my herpes go away. I'm smashing random chicks. Like were they that wild?
I don't know. MTV buddy, man.
Yeah, I wonder because that's wild if the doctors were like, "Yo, bro, you got AIDS," and they were just like,
Mike gets that news. He gets that news, and he just starts fist pumping like, "Hey man, party doesn't stop."
It's just like, hey man, you gotta make this money now. You gotta make this bread. You on TV. We're not gonna tell anybody. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Dude, in Miami, infecting all the Miami with AIDS.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Like Snooki's pretty like dope or chill or whatever, but like I feel like it's just so unattractive how like anytime she's laying up somewhere or whatever, like you're always just seeing up. You're always just seeing up her skirt, bro. It's like yo, like it just. It's not hot. It's always just kind of like I feel like she's about to fart or something. It's always like sloppy.
She has no ass cheeks either.
I don't know.
And it's funny because whenever she's going to the club, she's like, this club is gonna have gorilla meat juice heads. I'm like, bro, like she's obsessed with like these really gigantic brolic, yeah, like, these giant brolic, like just like steroid monkey, like Italian man. Like it's so funny.
A lot of fat girls also.
Mm-hmm.
Really like dudes with like nice bodies.
Snooki's body was trash. Let's keep it
What type of child does that make? I never really paid attention. Like a fat girl and like a really brolic thing. Like,
well, I mean, they usually don't get them because they're usually not rich on TV. So
you can get what's her name?
Like my friend's mother, she's really
short as fuck, right?
And she likes like big buff, like Magic Mike looking type dudes, like Luke Cage, like buff, super buff. She's like really like she's built like worse than Snooki.
Good night. Yo, Wesley, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. Freaking today's another reminder because today it was a lot of old interracial couples at my theater. Like, usually it's young interracial couples in my theater. There's a lot of older ones, and like I'm seeing these black men who look like they're like almost 60, who are looking pretty good, you know, and it's like good stuff. And they're girls. I'm like, oh man. Listen. All I could tell myself was, okay, I'm gonna assume she was looking bad in like 1979, but like right now, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Really, in the dude, so maybe it's because you're not attracted to dudes, though. Supposedly, maybe you just like listen to the dude. You're like, he doesn't look that bad. maybe
Wesley,
a girl would look at this.
Wesley, these guys are out here with the fresh fade at like 59 or whatever, like dressed well.
That's how
and then the girls, and the girls are just like the skin's all blistered and soggy and saggy and like burnt sunburns. Just like
let me just fight this stereotype. There's some women like
yo, listen, white women are factually the weakest of all MILFs, like, in terms of the MILF ranking. Yes,
I'm not gonna say who it is because everybody's different, but it's definitely not white.
Asian MILFs are
not unfactual, super unfactual, but it's inconsistent. It's inconsistent.
True.
So Asian MILFs are what?
It's inconsistent. Like he said ever. No, because they're 50-year-old Asian women that look like they're like 25.
True.
There's some that
it's weird. Yeah, some don't Asian, and then there's some look like a. Exactly. They look like freaking like Edna from Incredibles. That little like tiny.
Yeah. So it's, you don't know what you're gonna get. It's like
on her name.
Listen, man. Black MILFs and Spanish MILFs are fire. Even though Wesley always says, "Listen, man, Spanish MILFs some just be looking mad old."
No, I never said that. I never said that.
I said that because a lot of them look trash. I'll keep it on with you. Once they pass 35, it's like
yeah. Exactly.
I'm trying to think of specific actors. It's hard now.
Once they hit 35, they go.
No, they're plenty. Like I forget there was some famous celebrity that I saw that was white, 50, and she still looks.
Sofia Vergara.
She's still white.
Are you thinking of Marissa Tomei?
No, but she still looks pretty good.
I mean, Marissa Tomei still looks fire. She's like the only like.
No, that lady from the nanny.
Good night, Wesley. Super day.
I remember she still looks the same.
Marissa Tomei got no type of titties. I ain't got time for that.
Good night, Kevin. Yo, Super Nanny's ass is kind of dumb fat looking back, but nah, man.
What? Brand direction?
Go back and look up. No, not the Nanny. Super Nanny. Do you remember that show? It's like a reality show where like, go back and watch Super Nanny. Her ass is low key dumping.
Oh my god!
Wait, what is that?
I said, did she have glasses and like a librarian?
you bring the shit.
Yeah.
She had. Hold on, I'm gonna type in Superman ass cheeks.
No, like what's the one that Seal married? Heidi Klum. Heidi Klum. Doesn't she still look?
Who?
The model. You know, Seal the singer.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what about her?
His wife, Heidi Klum, whatever the model. Like she's white. She still looks really good for her age.
What is with these
Like,
super charcoal dark niggas just getting with these white women? It's so funny when they're on like red carpets. Bro. It's so, they look like Nigerian as hell, bro, with like a blonde chick. Like.
Yeah.
I don't know the fact she's just a bigger chick.
And like you ask the girl, you ask the girls, and they're just like, I just love his complexion, and like he's just a nice man.
Yeah,
Like,
it was funny because like I remember when she had like engaged him and stuff, and I was a kid and I was watching it on like TV shows. She would talk about Mary Steele, and it wasn't like it is today. It was a lot more like I'll say people were a little more racist. Like people were a little more racist. There was a little bit more like awkwardness. She was by like she wasn't like Jennifer Lopez, but she wasn't like Hispanic.
Yeah.
Like she was seen as like the all-American like white type of beauty, and like it was like Taylor Swift dating like Ray J or something.
Not even like Travis Scott or something.
Yeah, Travis Scott. Yeah, it was like Taylor, all of a sudden like she was dating like this super dark like Akon or something. It was like whoa, bro.
Black ass nigga.
Like, Heidi Klum, when she was dating Seal.
Yeah, when they got married, and she was super excited about it. She really liked Seal because you know it was even crazy to me because it was like this super dark black dude.
Black Schleg, Kiss from a Rose.
Yeah. The thing is, like he did so much stuff for her. I was like even I got caught up in that like black woman like saltiness, like because he proposed her like he flew her around like the world. He proposed her from the top of a helicopter.
His name's being super extra or something.
Yeah, he did all this stuff to like went over like he was super. He's like I got this white girl, bro, like this white supermodel, like he was like draining the ocean, like he created mermaids and spelled out her name in the water, like he was doing all this crazy stuff.
Andre has this theory. He's just like, listen. He goes, look, you know, y'all don't realize you're doing. He's like, he said he accused me of it. He's like, listen, y'all niggas, man. You treat lighter women different, man. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, hey, man, y'all treat lighter women different.
It's true, but
he says niggas with white women, they go over the top to make sure they're satisfied. I'm like,
with light skin girls,
well, you know, he's a white women specifically. The niggas just go over the top to like make sure they're like they're precious.
I like I actually people might not believe that. Like I like the way dark skin looks on like a girl when it's like a certain tone. Like it looks really attractive.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain colors with dark girls that look so fire. Like when dark girls are wearing like yellow or something.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks like a statue or something. Like,
yo, is this goat, man.
Yeah. But
Wesley going full circle?
But no, like some I think some dudes do though. Like some dudes, like dudes who dated, it's like dudes who dated a bunch of black girls. And they date a white girl to do like a little different, like more.
This will sound weird.
Like they got out of prison or something.
Yeah. This will sound weird. I cringe when like at black dudes who like openly kind of like hype up white women. Like it's one thing like just to be a black guy who finds a white girl attractive, you know what I mean? But like when dudes is like, I just need a white girl, man. You're like, white girls, bro? Like white girls are lit. Oh my god, white girls. Like, yo, cool out, bro. Like
it's just there's no pressure on that. Historically,
this is cringy.
It's like in Nazis.
I cringe because like one of my coworkers, he's this black dude in his mid-20s, right? And he's like preppy college white girls in booty shorts showed up. I remember at work one time, and like really, really kind of like bougie white people don't come to my job like that much, right? And they came, and like they I sold them tickets and they sent them to the theater, and he literally goes, he's like, yo, snow bunnies, oh my god, and like I just didn't know how to respond to that. I was like,
I know a lot of like a lot of the hoodest dudes I know. Like they like white girls. Why?
Yeah, it's crazy, and you would never like realize. Yeah, it's crazy. Really like what?
Like when they get a chance at a white girl, they just go nuts, bro.
This is
they're like, yo, that one. Like
it could be the most like coony dreadhead smelling like weed, like dusty nigga.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But like I guess maybe because like I've dated clean white girls, so it's not special to me. Like whatever.
She's just another female. Like she's just like she comes with the same female baggage. Like
it's the least special thing to me out of all women. It's like it's really boring. It's like eating toast. It's like whatever. It's
exactly.
Like, yeah, it's nice, but it's not.
It's cool, I guess. Like,
it's nothing special. It's nothing to put up on a shelf.
They're like, "Oh, Wesley, really? Tell us a story." She's like, "It's no, like it's not."
Yeah, no. Some dudes have asked me, they're like, "Oh, like
really, like, what is it like?" Like,
yeah, or like I'll say like they'll see me with a girl that I'm not dating, or like a friend or something, and they'll peep and they'll be like, "Yo, how do you meet that girl? Yo, so like introduce me to some white girl, bro. I'm trying to get on the white girl thing. Snow bunnies. And when I walk around with girls, usually not a girl I'm dating, because then like I'm holding her hand or something to do the back off a little bit. Sometimes it's like a coony dude, but like if I walk around with like a friend that's white, it's like if it's like especially if it's a stereotypical skinny blonde white girl, like preppy looking white girl, black dudes will come up to her. They're like, "Oh my god." Like, oh, white princess, white queen, Taylor. They'll call her Taylor Swift and stuff. Like, dudes probably call Lisa Taylor Swift all the time.
No.
Like, oh, Taylor Swift. Oh my god,
you know what makes it weird? When it's like an older guy, like this is an older coon who's like, I look like Taylor Swift, man. It's like, what?
Yeah, I told you that story about that one.
Yeah. He's got mad hype.
Like, oh yeah, he got super hype. He's like, you see that boy? Like,
yeah.
At least he wasn't clean up. Like a lot of coons in Chicago, they don't care. But like when he saw that she was with me, he felt embarrassed. Like he felt shame.
So he was kind of like, all right, let me cool out a little bit. Let me reel it back a little.
9 out of 10 times though, he was cooling out even more when they see that. Like,
really?
I'm like, oh man, how is it?